lifestyle objectives. Yep. Oh, I want to make this money. I want to put these offers out there. I want to do these campaigns. I need to make $1 million. I need to do this thing. I need to go to these events. I need to do this thing. And da, da, da. Okay, calm those down. Put those over there. We'll talk about those in a second. But the very first thing to talk about in your vision, in your significant impact plan for 2021 is, how do you want to live? What are your lifestyle objectives? So take a few moments and write down, what are your lifestyle objectives for next year, for 2021? What are your lifestyle objectives? So when I think about lifestyle objectives, these are the things that are most important to you. And I'm going to help you out a little bit here in a couple ways. So if you think about your lifestyle, I want you to think about, I talk about pearls of harmonic moments, but I think about, what does your harmonic moments look like? What are those moments that you feel in harmony? And I mean in harmony with the universe, with a God, if you believe in God, or serendipity or chance, but you feel at one with things, because what's happening in that moment, you get surprised by your child or your grandchild. You've given something to a client and they go like, that was so helpful. I just did, as I said, some certification training this past week, and I got to coach a few people, and we got 20 minutes to coach people, and a couple people actually came to tears. They're like, oh, this was so helpful. I was like, this is why I do what I do. So those are those harmonic moments. So if you think about lifestyle objectives, how do I create those moments every day, every week, every month for the year? How do you create those harmonic moments? What do they look like and feel like to you? So those are your lifestyle objectives. And so think about those harmonic moments and how you're going to create those. And think about that in those different rhythms. How do you create harmonic moments daily? What are your daily rhythms for your lifestyle? How do you want your days to look? I want to feel like I'm contributing. I want to feel like I'm connecting with people. I want to be able to be talking to people. I want to get surprised every day. I want to give gratitude to people. These are your lifestyle objectives, the things every day that you want to do. And at the end of every week, what are those lifestyle objectives? Every week, I want to feel like at the end of the week, I've done these things. I've moved this forward. I've had these special moments. And at the end of every month, you go like, what did I do this month? And you look at your monthly review and you go like, I've gotten these things done. How do you want that to feel? I've had all these harmonic moments. At the end of the month, when you do your monthly review, you go, yeah, I made my significant impact on the world because I did these things over the course of a month. And then we could do this by quarter, but also by year. At the end of the year, what do you want to say you want to have done with your objectives? And for me, my annual lifestyle objectives is, I always say, I want to put my feet in the sand at least once a year on a beach. I want to visit a sacred place on the planet so that I get the good juju from those places. That's my annual rhythm. I don't know where those are or what that's going to be necessarily, but those are my lifestyle objectives. And I think about that too. I'm going to give you one more hint about this too. People talk about stress. I'm so stressed out by being at home. I'm so stressed out about my job. I'm so stressed out about losing my job. Here's the thing. I learned this when I was in my MBA program, when I took a finance course. Yes, there is life lessons in finance courses. And one of the things that they said is that every year you should zero out your short-term credit. So if you take credit cards, loans out and stuff like that, you should at least zero out your credit card balance at least once a year. What that does is tells you that you have control over your finances. And when I learned that, I was like, oh, that's really good. It took me a few years and I was like, whoa, let me do that with my rhythm, my lifestyle objectives for stress. I build up all the stress in this stress bank. I take debts, it's a debt that I have out there. And so every week I have an innovation day. I plan nothing that day. I don't take calls, I don't do on work. I just could go to walk in the woods. But every week I zero out that balance once a week. Oh. And then once a year I take these trips, that's so important. That zeroes out that balance once a year. So what are your ways of zeroing out that stress bank? I was talking to somebody that they said, oh, I have 3 kids, but once a year, me and my husband, we go to a location without the kids. I was like, oh, that's so good. It zeroes out that stress debt that you're carrying. Cool.